Today's practice will be led by David Doos. He's broadcasting from Brussels. So this is the second half of today's practice. And I'm gonna put everyone on mute. So if you need to communicate, absolutely, just unmute yourself. If not, David will be the one speaking, so you can pin his video on the top right of your screen so that you can see him talking. All right, I'm gonna mute everyone. So David, if you can unmute yourself right after.
Okay. Okay, so I'm unmute now. Everybody should be able to listen to me. So, welcome everyone. Hope everyone is all right. I'm in a small apartment, so won't be able to do a very, very physical thing. It's gonna be more technical than the ones you've seen before. First we're gonna do a small warm-up, and then some movement, more walking movement, and then we're gonna talk about, well, I'm gonna talk about one Shikekyoji. Okay, so let's go for a little warm-up. Okay, so just start walking at the same place. Okay, so 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, now the same exercise, but you put your right hand on your left foot when you're raising your on your right knee, and on the left knee when you raise the other knee. Okay, so now the arms. The other way. Okay, the hips. The other way. Okay. The knee. The other way. And you push. Okay, take one feet and turn. The other way. change. Okay. The head, do little turns on one way. The other way. Okay. And wake up your legs. Okay, thank you. So this is just a little warm up to wake you up, as long as this training will not be very, very powerful. Okay, so welcome everyone. So first, let's take Chudan without Naginata. So when you take a Chudan, you do one small step forward. So you don't fall when you do a Chudan, okay? So you don't fall like this. You just do a little step forward and you regroup back feet. So it's a very small step forward, okay? So let's do Chudan. Like this, nice Chudan. Hips over your feet and shoulder over your hips, okay? Raise your head, okay? And do my 5 times. My, and then ato, my, ato, my, ato, my, ato. When you are doing this, don't forget to regroup your back leg properly, okay? Stay straight and make sure that the back leg is following the front leg properly. Don't leave the back leg away. So don't do this. Make sure that you're doing a nice step forward. Stay straight. Don't fall. Okay? Once again, 5. My, ato, my, ato, my, ato, my, ato. Okay, mochikete. 5 times. My, ato, my, okay, mochikete. Okay, so to show you the difference with the falling forward when you're doing this movement not correctly, sometimes some people, when they are doing this movement, they are just not properly managing the weight of their body. So when they are doing Mai, just falling and leaving their back legs like this. Okay, so that you have to stay straight, keep these 2 legs together. So put your hands on your hips and make sure that your 2 legs are going together. So when you're doing Mai, put your hand on your hips now and do 1 step forward, a small one, and regroup the back legs properly. Okay, as fast as you can. So we are going to do 2 Mai, one after each other. Okay, so Mai, and then Ato, Ato. Once again, activate. Mai, Ato, Ato. 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 持ち替えて。始め。前、前。後、後。前、前。後、後。前、前。後、後。前、前。後、後。前、前。後、後. Okay, try to do the impulse of this movement from your hips, not from your feet. So some of you are just pushing too much from the back feet or from the front feet. Try to have the impulsion from both feet at the same level and try to push your body from the hips. So when you feel that you have to move forward, you have to think, I have to move my body from here, from the hips. Okay, we will talk about this again afterward in another movement. So now Tsugiyashi. So Tsugiyashi mae, Tsugiyashi ato. Hajime. Mae, ato. Mae, ato. Mae, ato. Mae, ato. Mae, ato. Mae, ato. 持ち替えて。始め。はい。あと。はい。あと。はい。あと。はい。あと。Okay. Yummy. So here, make sure when you're doing this, not to do a jump like this, but stay at the same level. I'm sure that you have heard this before from someone else. Okay, so make sure that you're doing Tsugiyashi at the same level. Don't jump like this. And the same idea with the back feet, regroup at the end of your movement. So move forward and regroup the back feet at the same time. Okay, another thing is to try to keep your legs as straight as possible. Don't be like this when you move. Okay, so move as much as possible straight. Don't finish like this, your movement. Stay straight. So once again, Tsugiyashi. Hajime. Mae. Ato. Mae. Ato. Mae. Ato. Mae. Ato. Mae. Ato. Mae. Ato. 持ち替えて。前。あと。前。あと。前。あと。前。やめる。Okay, so we're gonna do one step forward, one step on the side, one step backward, one step on the other side, and one step forward. So, mae, hidari, ato, migi, mae, hidari, ato, migi. Okay, make sure when you're doing this that you regroup your feet always to be in the line. Don't leave your feet staying behind. Make sure that you are always, as soon as possible, in one line. Okay? Okay, Shudan. Hajime. Mae. Hidari. Ato. Migi. 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 持ち替えて。前。左。後。右。前。左。 Ato. Migi. Mae. Ari. Ato. Migi. Mae. Ari. Ato. Migi. Mae. Ari. Ato. Migi. Yame. So when you're doing this, make sure not to cross feet, okay? So I'm sure you know this. So mae, like this, ato, like that, okay? So the leg should not cross. You know this. So mae, hidari, wait, yes, ato, migi, okay? Okay, so now it's Tsugiyashi. Tsugiyashi with Okuriyashi. So Tsugiyashi, then Okuriyashi. So step on the side and then back in Chudan. And then Tsugiyashi ato, step on the side and then back in Chudan. Tsugiyashi mae, Okuriyashi. So front leg become back leg become front leg, and then Tsugiyashi ato. Okuriyashi. Front leg become back leg becomes front leg. Tsugiyashi mae. Okay? So let's do that. Chudan. Hajime. Tsugiyashi. Side. Tsugiyashi ato. Side. Tsugiyashi mae. 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 Side. Tsugiyashi ato. Side. Yame. Okay. Careful when you're doing Tsugiyashi. Make sure that your feet stays in a position. Don't prepare your movement by moving your feet. So make sure that your legs are straight, not like this, when you are doing this movement, okay? So when you are in Chudan, feet like this, so don't do a preparation movement by moving your feet. Feet are stable in a position. Start from there, Tsugiyashi, and then side movement. This feet is moving like on the side, and the other one is going over here. And there they are stable. Then Tsugiyashi, moving back. Once again. Hajime, Tsugiyashi, Okuriyashi, Tsugiyashi, Okuriyashi, Tsugiyashi, Okuriyashi, Tsugiyashi, Tsugiyashi, Okuriyashi, Tsugiyashi, Okuriyashi, Tsugiyashi, Okuriyashi, Tsugiyashi, Okuriyashi, Tsugiyashi, Tsugiyashi, Mochikaete. Hajime, Tsugiyashi. This time, back feet become front feet, and front feet become back feet. Tsugiyashi, Okuriyashi, 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 Tsugiyashi, Yame. Okay, so now we mix the two. So one step forward. So mae, then hidari, so then tsugiashi ato, then okuriashi, then mae, then it will probably be migi, then tsugiashi, and then okuriashi. Okay, so let's try. Chudan. So mae, hidari, sorry, hidari, tsugiashi, and then okuriashi. Mae, side, tsugiashi, 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 okuriashi. Tsugiashi, oh sorry, mae, side, tsugiashi, and okuriashi. Confusing, sorry, that's not an easy one. So, okay. Okay, next one. Starting from Shizentai. So this position, doing Chudan position, like if you had a Naginata, then going in Fumikomi Sne, like you're doing a strike. So this time you're simulating a strike with a Sne. Then, what did I prepare? Tsugiashi Ato, so coming back. Then changing side and starting the other way around, the same idea. So Sne, Fumikomi Sne, coming back, Tsugiashi Ato, and changing side again. And then Fumikomi Sne at the end. Okay? So let's start. So 10 times from Shizentai. You see me? Yeah, I'm far away. So Chudan, Fumikomi Sne, Sne, Tsugiashi Ato, changing side, Fumikomi Sne, Sne, coming back, changing side, Fumikomi Sne, Sne, coming back, changing side, Fumikomi Sne, coming back, changing side, Fumikomi Sne, Fumikomi Sne, one last, Snake. Okay, so it makes a little difference when you think that you have an Naginata in your hands. So, okay, so just one little more of this kind, and then we go to the Shikakeoji exercise. So here, you just think that you will receive a man going on the side, and striking snake. Okay, so just receive a man, going on the side like we did now, regroup and snake. Okay, so simple one. From to that, 10 times, as you mean. Each, coming back, each, coming back, each, back, each, okay, so just an easy one. Make sure that you are always changing line and that your both feet are aligned when you change that line, following that new line, okay? Such as the other movement that we did before, going from one line to another, okay? So now, I thought that one shikakeoji that is interesting to do without Naginata is Yohonme, because the feet movement are quite interesting here, especially as OG. Okay, so I'm doing shikake and you're doing OG. Just make sure that you remember the feet movement, and then I will come back to you with some exercise about it. So let's do it once. Now I'm doing shikake and you just follow as OG. Okay. So, hey, to that, Yohonme, HB. You have to come back. Yeah. Change at the same time. Okay. And then you come back. Okay, so I hope you all know Yohonme. I haven't seen everybody doing it. Okay, so what I make a nice drawing here. I don't know if you're gonna. So the first part is chudan, we agree. Okay. So second, you have to regroup your feet, but they are not at the same place. Okay. So when you come back, I don't know if you have the Bennett book, but the first, when you have to come back, you have to come back feet like this, and the other one like that. Okay, they are not at the same level. They're not like this. Lots of people are doing this. So it's 1, 2. Okay, then you're going back 3, 4. Okay, do you follow me? So first idea is when your partner is striking in snare, you are moving back 1, 2, like this, and then coming back. And okay, so just do this movement without your hand first, and we'll see the difference with your hand afterward. So from chudan, move backward, 1, 2. Make sure that you're putting your feet properly as I showed you, and then come back 3, 4. Do that 5 times, okay? So from chudan, 1, 2, then come back 3, 4. 1, 2. Make sure that your feet are placed properly. 3, 4. 1, 2. Frontally. 3, 4. 1, 2. 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So, as I show you, when you're striking, so the first feet moving back is that one, going like this, and the other one is moving like this, okay? As you're not using your hand, you are doing an impulsion from feet, which is a problem, because you have to feel the impulsion coming from your hips and from the fact that you're raising up your hand over your head to prepare a man. Okay, so now I want you to feel that difference by preparing your man and turning your hips like this and preparing a man. So at the same time that you move backward, please concentrate on your hips and turn it strongly to be forward when you go backward. And please focus on your hips, and you will feel the difference that you're not pushing from your feet, but the impulsion is coming more from here. Okay, so once again. Do that 5 times, okay? Don't leave the front leg behind. Just regroup it properly, okay? Okay, so now that you have tried with your hands and focusing on your hips to feel the difference again, try again without your hand, just doing it like this. Do the same movement without your hands and go backward. And you will feel that you're pushing more with your feet, which is not good. So when you turn your hips, you have to focus on your hips and the fact that you're raising up your body, okay? Raise your head. Okay, so once again, try this movement. If you have an Naginata, you can take it, if you have enough space for that. But once again, focus on your hips, focus on the fact that you're turning forward. Move it do it 5 times, please. So backward, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 3, 1, 4, 1, 5. Okay, so I hope you feel the difference. Make sure that you regroup your feet when you're moving. So next, when you had done your man, is doing furikaishi. So from this position, from the man, what you're doing is having harai from your opponent, but you stay at the same place, turning your hips, raising your body. The feet are staying at the same place. You just turn your hips, turn your shoulder forward. So the only thing that happened with your feet is that the back one is turning and moving slightly forward, just slightly. But don't regroup them. Just turning and move it a little slightly. So from man, you turn forward, and then you will do another man. So from the man, you turn your hips and your shoulder, and pay attention to your feet that turns at the same place. Don't regroup. This is another mistake that lots of people are doing. They are regrouping. When you're doing furikaishi, you're not moving forward at the same time. You are turning and then move forward. Turning and then when your naginata is over your head, then you move forward. So turning and then move forward. If you succeed to do it in a proper way, of course, the fact that you regroup will be really fast, but it doesn't have to be fast. That's not important. You will see lots of Japanese doing it in two ways. They will do it in 1, 2. Important things is to make sure that you are making frontally here, changing hands and going forward. Okay, so let's start again from the beginning. So from Chudan, my partner starts striking in Sne. So Sne, I'm moving backward, raising overhead, turning hips, shoulder, striking leg, and then turning furikaishi, and then going backward. 1, 2, and then mochikeke. Okay. If you have any question about this one, you can send them to me. Okay. I'm not sure it's going to be easy to ask questions from here. Okay, so make sure that you put well the position your feet when you're doing this kata. It's a kata where we see a lot of error. So about Gohome. So one thing that I wanted to say about Gohome for the OG side. So you all know the OG side for Gohome. So they're just defending the door, then harai, then furikaishi man. And at this moment, when they are in this position, they are regrouping feet, and doing the ebarai. So with the ebu going in this position. So what we did before this for exercise, turning hips here is quite important too. So what you have to make sure here is that your feet are going together and that you stay at the same place. So from this position, try to take like as you were in Chudan. So take the position as you were in Chudan and do like a fumikaishi movement, but take a good position frontally and then focus on your hips and turn like this here. So try this movement 10 times. So 1, 2, and focus on your hips. 1, 2. 1, 2. Please position your feet at the same place and don't do any preparation movement with your feet. Make sure they are stick to the ground. Okay, Emily. So from here, so as defending position, front hand here, back hand here. Okay, this hand will go down, this one will go up at the same time as I'm moving forward. So not forward, but at the same place. So fumikaishi, the exercise we did. So I'm moving here and going down and up like this. Okay, so let's try this movement 10 times. So 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. Try to focus on your hips again and make sure that the weight of your body is always at the same place. Don't put the weight on one foot or another. Make sure it's always in the middle. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. Yummy. Okay. So next, from there, you will know that you have to take this position to strike. So the backhand will move up to my elbow, and this one will come here in the middle of my hips. Not here, here. Okay. So from there, I will push down, and this one will just follow a little here. Okay. My shoulder, sorry, not elbow, shoulder. My shoulder should be down. Relax, and the step forward. You don't go down on your knee. You stay up. Okay, up. Okay. So 1, 2, raise up, and do 1 step forward. Okay, so I'm gonna try that here. So 1, 2, raise up, and 1 step forward. Ski, like this. This one is here, this one is there. So backhand, left hand is next to my back legs. Front hand is a little away. My arms are next to my body. Don't get them like this or like that. Don't go down on your legs. Stay up. I'm doing this error. I'm going down. It's an error. You should stay up. Okay. So once again. So from here, 1, 2, going up. Okay. Okay. Stay up with your head. Then first step. The group, 1, 2, and then going 1 step back. And you don't see me again. Sorry. So if I take my Naginata here, so 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, and I have a space to go there. So let's try again. So 1, 2, going back, and from here back in the position. Okay, I don't know if you have a question about this one, but without Naginata, it's not the easiest one, I guess. Okay, so 5 more minutes. So the 7. Okay, so number 7, when you are Oji. So Jodan Kamai is always a question raised by a lot of people. So maybe this is something we can talk about here. So from here, I'm gonna try not to take it easy. So going up like this, overhead, little backward, Ichitsuki going to the throat of my opponent. Okay, so for first defense, you are going down, regrouping to defense first strike. Okay, so I guess this is one of the most difficult part of the seventh. So from here, going up. Oh, Ok, voilà. Charlotte, tu peux enlever le.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone.
David.
Thank you, David.
Thank you, David.
Thank you.
Charlotte, I don't know who come next week, but I think you've already posted a lot of people.
Yeah, I made a post on the group, so you can all see what happens. It should be Kiesi from Sweden. And then the week after, we will have Kevin Saxton from California. And the week after that, we will have Kay from Seattle, Washington.
Wonderful.
Wow.
Practices for the next months. And hopefully, after that, we won't be in lockdown anymore. And we will go to review more.
Depends on which country you're in.
Thank you all for participating. And see you all next week.
Bye.
Thank you to you.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, guys.
Bye.
Merci, David.
Merci.